Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone is doing well. The mayor of Chicago sat in the pulpit chair in church, playing with the higher power, and he slipped around and confessed on himself. Now he in a whole bunch of trouble with the DOJ, Department of Justice. We done told y'all about getting up in that pulpit and inside of that church trying to fool the higher power, and he got flipped right inside that quicksand. Now he's in a whole bunch of trouble with the Justice Department. See there? That's what they get. Yes, family, we got a lot to talk about today. I'm going to wait for a couple of more people to get in the room here before we get started. I want to give a shout out to everyone who is joining us today. We have a lot to talk about, and two more ladies has been arrested for helping some of the escapees that's out there. So I know it's going to be hard for them. I know it is going to be hard. Wait a minute. It don't look like the... Let me check this out again. Look like it's saying coming, but it's already there. I might have to do this thing again. Okay, it's on there. Buck Baby 5. What's going on? Good to see you. Robin Becker, good to see you. Bay Solo in the house. Nurse Petty in the house. Yes. Shanita, hey. Harvey Militant. How you doing? Tidra Owens, how y'all doing? So glad to see y'all in here today. So glad. Sending love to y'all as always. Yes. Sending love to y'all. Big loves and hugs. But y'all, the mayor of Chicago got up there and he was shucking and jiving in the church house. And he messed around and the high power flipped him in that quicksand. Now he in a whole bunch of trouble with the Justice Department. We're going to talk about it. Give me a few more minutes, family. Okay. Get this thing here rolling. I was tripping out. And then I want to talk about Christoper Clark as well, because when it's something that the mayor said while he was throwing himself in that DOJ quicksand. I just want to talk about it. Jerry K. Lipcomb, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your generous donation. Said, good evening, Cafe. I love your show. We love you too. We sending all love to all of you and everyone. We sending love to the Knowledge family. Yes, thank you so much for the compliment. Thank you so much. But family, it's something that he said, and I really do think we need to talk about that because it's the way he said it. It really is. It's the way he said it. I think we do need to talk about it because I didn't like what he said, how he said it. Well, he already in trouble with the DOJ, so that's him. But my thing is what he said that really struck my attention. And I think he's wrong for that too. I really do. I think he was wrong for what he said, how he said it. And some people might think he wasn't wrong for saying it the way he said it. I do. But this is what he said, family. He messed around there. Yes. He messed around there And he told on himself. Now he under investigation. He another Tiffany Henyard. But see, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. He should have kept his mouth closed. What he should have did. He should have just kept his mouth closed. Now it looks like he got that Fed heat on top of his head, like his little mud wilding friend have on top of her head down there in the village and at the township. Yeah. He flipped himself right in that quicksand. Angie RN, hey from South Carolina. Salute to all of y'all. Salute to all of y'all. Kendall R in the house. Another moderator, Bass Solo and Kendall R. Thank y'all so much for just doing a great job when y'all moderating as well. Thank you to the chat for always being there and supporting Cafe of Knowledge. But let's talk about the mayor of Chicago, Justice Department to investigate Chicago. Mayor, after remarks about hiring Black officials, he got up there and he put his foot in his mouth. See, I don't know if that's what they do or not, but one thing you don't do as a city official or anybody, if you're on a job and you have the right to hire, fire, you have that type of authority to do that, is certain things you do not say, okay? You don't say it in public, especially when people record and all that right there. But see, he got up in the house of the higher power and started lying. That's why he got flipped in that quicksand. I'm going to let y'all hear how he lied. Well, it's my opinion he lied, okay? Yes. But you will see right there, now he's scared. Now he's trying to say that won't nobody intimidate him, okay? Chicago mayor said won't be intimidated by Justice Department investigation. You ain't got to be intimidated. It don't matter. It don't matter. They coming anyway. They coming anyway now because you done ran your mouth. Yes, you ran your mouth. So, it had family. Chicago hiring practices investigated. Federal digital equity funding pool. So they don't pull their funding, family. After he made that remark, the federal government pulled that funding. So I don't know how many grants and all that stuff they had been getting. They was already in the hole. They in the hole, about $1 billion in the hole. And he trying to jack up people's property tax to try to make up for the billions that he done dumped off, basically. Yes. Yes, he is done. He is done. Now, let me show y'all this. Y'all see it. Okay. It says the U.S. Department of Justice is investigating the city of Chicago for possibly race-based hiring practices following comments made by the mayor during a public appearance Sunday. He was in church Sunday, family, running his mouth. In a speech at a church, Brandon Johnson listed several officials he hired, pointing out their race and title, including deputy mayor and the city's chief operations officer. The Justice Department said it had reasonably cause to believe a pattern of practice of discrimination may be occurring in violation of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Federal digital equality funding pulled. No more. No more. He done sat up there and stunk up the joint, family. Jerry K. Lipcomb. It's too late, Cafe. It's on your bumper. Think before you speak. Yeah, I'm telling you, Jerry K. Lipcomb. It's too late. It's too late. They on the bumper. Yeah, and the way he said it, and the way he did it, it's just certain things that you have to know. Do not say in public. Now, I don't know if that's how they operate, but he said it. So he said it and he got caught. I guess he thought wasn't nobody listening to a little church sermon. I don't guess he thought the feds was listening to it, and they probably wasn't, but somebody sent it to him. Don't know who it was, but they've been watching him anyway. Yeah, because he's stinking up the joint over there. So check out what he said. Now listen to him. This is what he said in church. Well, this is his interview afterwards.
Not respect the rule of law or
now this is what he said when he got caught.
Society, you would be hard pressed to find qualified individuals who are in his administration. As my administration reflects the country, reflects the city. His administration reflects the country club.
Okay, so he talking about Trump because the DOJ is on his neck about that remark. So he was like, well, my administration really reflects the city and it reflects the state. Does it? I mean, I'm just asking the question. I mean, you say it reflects the city and the state. I don't know if he must be talking about the color or whatever. I don't know. But you can't say that your administration reflects the state and the city because he got a lot of stank going on. He really do. Chicago is at $1 billion in debt. So how is he representing the people? I mean, I'm just asking the question. But then he said Trump administration represents the country club. Okay. Now, this is what he said in the church. Listen.
It goes back to, what Reverend Jackson would always share with me. Our people hire our people. And so one of the ways in which we're ensuring, let me back up for a second, because there are some detractors that will push back on me and say, the only thing that Mayor talks about is the hiring of black people. No, what I'm saying is when you hire our people, we always look out for everybody else. We are the most generous people on the planet.
Okay, so that's what he said. When he hired our people, he said, well, the mayor only want to hire black people. He said that's what people tell him about. And he said, no, I hire, our people because we take care of our people. I can't tell. Now, I want y'all to see if it's anything wrong with what he said. I want y'all to hear him again and tell me if y'all think it's something wrong with what he said. Here it goes.
It goes back to, what Reverend Jackson would always share with me. Our people hire our people. And so one of the ways in which we're ensuring, let me back up for a second, because there are some detractors that will push back on me and say, the only thing that Mayor talks about is the hiring of black people. No, what I'm saying is when you hire our people, we always look out for everybody else. We are the most generous people on the planet.
Okay. Salute Cooking with Frank. Salute. Thank you for coming in this evening. Thank you so much. Yes, that's Chicago Mayor Brandon. He got those feds on top of his head. Now, he said, people always say he hired black people. But no, it's that we hire our people because our people take care of people. We have a long history of doing that. I can't tell about him. I don't see where he's helping the people. See, that's where I got a problem at. And you have a lot of people in Chicago now that is pushing back and they saying he is spending their money, giving it to immigrants and things like that, which it's nothing wrong with being a sanctuary city and giving money to the migrants and things like that. But the residents feel like they are totally forgot about. And it feels that way too by looking from the outside looking in, considering that they be in his city council meeting clowning on them. I'm talking about straight clowning on them, talking about how their houses being taken. I mean, what is it about taking people's houses in Chicago? Is that a trend that the officials seem to be doing that? I don't know. But my thing is what he said. He said Now, I hire, we hire people who gonna help our people. When you help the people, because so far all we seen is people clowning on you for not doing your job and not helping the people. That's why he got thrown in that quicksand in that church, because he was in that church line. And I'm gonna show y'all in a minute, because I looked it up. He got up in that church and started telling lies, and the high power flipped him dead off in that quicksand. Now he under investigation. But I can't tell about the hiring and all that, because his only concern is just getting money and giving it to the immigrants and making it a sanctuary city. And like I said, it's nothing wrong with that. We don't have no problem with that. But when you neglect the very same people that built Chicago and Illinois on their back for decades and centuries to make it to what it is today, and you continuously dog them out, that's where the problem come out. And then you say that y'all watch out for y'all people. We can't tell. We can't tell. What people you talking about? Because the people I seen at the city council meeting say you ain't looking out for them. I'm just going by what they say. Okay? I'll show you in a minute. I'm just trying to figure out, why do Black communities and urban communities have to suffer and be neglected after them and their ancestors and everybody else in that Chicago area have been carrying Chicago on their back for centuries. And all they get is being doo-dooed on. Because some of the articles I'm finna show y'all clearly shows it. And see, when you sit up in the church house and you go to telling lies that you take care of your people, and we hire our people to take care of our people, and when we look at it, you ain't taking care of the people that you saying that you do take care of, we got a problem with that. And evidently the higher power do too, because right after you got up out that pulpit, the DOJ was knocking on your door. A hot mess. Yes. Let me see what y'all saying right quick. Oh yeah, salute. Cooking with Frank, thank you so much. Why does it take so damn long? This Cooking with Frank said, why does it take so damn long to get rid of these politicians in Illinois? They got rid of South Fulton mayor real quick. That's what I'm saying, Cooking with Frank. I'm telling you, over here on the Gulf Coast, they do it too. They will get rid of the mayors real quick. You know, it's hard. It seems like, and I'm wondering, is it some stank in there? I mean, it's obvious it's some stank. But what I'm saying is, how do it seems to where it's so hard to get rid of the people who are doing you so bad, and then you reelect them again? Because that's what I want to talk about, Christoper Clark. You know, he was in there like in 19. Then he came up in 2023 to get reelected again, and they reelected him. So he got basically until 2027. It's like, what's going on? And it's sad. And the world is watching that. It's always been like that. It seems like, even when I was living in New York as a youngster, they talked about Chicago. Why? Unbelievable. Gloria, thank you so much for your generosity too. Thank you, Cooking with Frank, for your generous donation. Gloria said, Cafe of Knowledge is the best on the planet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the compliment. Thank you so much. But anyway, it's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to know that this is his mayor office. Since he want to talk, that is his mayor office. That's the percentage of his mayor office. So he has 34%. blacks in his office. And then he has 24% Hispanic, 30% white, 7% Asian, and then 2% of other ethnic groups. Okay. But that's his thing right there. But see, that's what he get for sitting up there in that church house line. That's what he get. That's what he get. And then you see right here, family. Yeah. Check it out. This got something to do with the crime. A significant portion of residents cite crime as a major concern and express dissatisfaction with the city's handling of the issue. Now, remember what he said in that church, that our people take care of our people. Okay? He referring to, the black people. And he just hired black people, but y'all have to understand that black people take care of their people. Well, when you read this right here, we can't tell. Okay? Now, the spending on the migrants. Some residents have criticized the city's spending on supporting migrants, particularly in the context of a city's deficit. They are in $1 billion deficit, probably more than that. But that's what it says in the reports, okay? Mayor Johnson's stance on Chicago as a sanctuary city has drawn criticism from some who are concerned about the city's approach to immigration enforcement. Okay. There has been concerns regarding the mayor's ability to manage the city finances and addresses various changes. They said the finances are just like how Tiffany was handling. Basically, yeah. They said their money is just disappearing. The more they pay, the more the money disappears. The more their taxes go up, the more they don't see the money. Everything is going up, but nothing is improving for a lot of the cities or the areas and communities within Chicago. Why is that? And said the city spending on migrants has been a particularly flashpoint, with some residents and even aldermen expressing strong disapproval.